Flex greetings, everyone. It's good to be here on top of the earth and not beneath the earth. I want to reach out to all our viewers and subscribers and tell you guys thanks for a great 2021 despite the odds with COVID and every other challenges that comes with it, will be religiously challenged or politically challenged. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gotten through this together. Simply mean champions at trust. I want to thank you all for the support, the love that you gave us here at Flex FM Media Group, and I want you to continue giving us that love and support throughout the rest of 2021 into 2022. I am here to say to you guys, it's still crazy out there. I want you to be safe. I need for you to be here 2022 with us. So with that being said, keep tagging and sharing Flex FM Media Group with the world. Just trust me, it's Flex FM, my FM, your FM. Call a friend and tell a friend it can be their FM too. Why not? Let's stay flexing for 2022. Word from the captain.
Leave each other alone like this on the street.
Dust that counselor refers to has appeared on only 3 occasions, each time innocuous, defined by Webster's as harmless.
I know what it means. Imagine how the children in this neighborhood are being made to feel. Casting an ominous shadow over their lives, filling them with dread, even
destroy them. Granting a restraining order against this construction site will is litigation that today is tearing at the very fabric of our society.
Irreparable harm.
Not yet, Your
Honor.
Yes.
Hello, Irish. Client of yours?
And I went to a restaurant the other day. We ordered coffee.
I'll be right here.
Gonna have to start looking for veins in your feet, sweetheart.
Thanks, Kenneth. Robert.
Hi, Mr. Cooper.
Hi, Rose. And
class.
I've got some pretty compelling briefs that need proofing.
You can explain.
98. Congratulations.
Thanks. I have to pick up Amy from her after school, but
Home agreement. The red line copy's on your desk. You need me in there?
No.
Darling, what a wonderful surprise. How are you?
Good.
Honey, how about your platelets? What did she say?
Oh, even my platelets look good.
I'm fine.
I'm having Dad.
Dad is fine.
Andy. No. I was just about to take a break. You sure I'm not underdressed for this? The fate of the participants interests me, yes, sir. Sanders Systems copies Highline spreadsheet program.
Well, tell me this, Andy. Which side of this conflict would you, in any way?
Well, I'd like to. An energetic young company is destroyed.
Andy, you know who reps highlining?
Rodney Bailey.
Oh, I object. Well, apparently, Highline Incorporated is now represented by Wyatt Wheeler Andrew Beckett.
line for, Bob?
Oh, Walter. Thank you.
That right there in your forehead.
Charles, one thing for which we have no evidence, it does not apply. Yeah. No sweat, buddy.
The Highline complaint is right there on my desk, Shelby. It's all out of the house here for the rest of the afternoon, so thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
I want it to look like you threw it on with a spoon. Okay?
Yeah.
So over here, and that works best on these lesions. Okay?
Think of it as the
Thanks. Oh, thank you, Bruno. Excuse me.
Hi.
That's all right.
I'm getting
Out of her office. I told her to take a day off, and she took a day off. Can you believe that?
Oh, you got a fever, baby.
Not making it in the bathroom, Miguel. I almost lost it in front of everybody.
So what? Prep you for a colonoscopy. We want to take a look inside. Who are you?
Who are you, doctor?
This is my part. Listen, you're right. A colonoscopy is not a pleasant procedure. But if the KT, all these are possibilities. But we've got to go forward with the
Listen to me,
family. What? I could have you removed from the ER.
Really?
Look.
He's.
What the blood work tells us. I will try to give you a specimen.
I'll get on the lab about the blood work.
Thank you, doctor.
Sorry.
Go give them a call. And I want you to sit down, and I want you to relax.
Been injured through the fault of others, you may be entitled to a cash settlement.
Hi, Shelby. It's me. Jamie's been beeping me, so... Right, calm down. Put him on.
1 second.
At home, it was supposed to be here this morning.
No. I brought it into the office. All right. The hard disk on my computer. I have to remind you that we are up against the statute of limitations on this complaint, and it runs out.
Not there. I'm on my way.
It's a girl. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Baby, help me, baby.
She's perfect. Long hair.
Onion rolls, bagels.
Yeah, champagne, nice champagne. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Don
TV
Perignon
guy.
over here because she's starving. No, Iris, not the baby. Lee. Who's Andrew Beckett? There he is. Hey! All right, look, I want you to explain this to me like I'm a smart and blocked off, right?
Yes.
You decide you must cross the street at this spot. Yeah, of course you got a case.
Great.
I want you to go with my assistant. Got any lower back pain, dizziness, nightmares?
Funny you should mention that. I would have...
it.
Again, counselor? Judge Tate, Kendall Construction.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have a new baby. Congratulations.
What can I do for you?
Charles Wheeler and his partners.
You want to sue Wyatt?
I misplaced an important complaint. That's their story.
Go to before you call me.
9. The copy of it on my desk. The next day, the complaint from my computer. Miraculously, they come into a meeting with the managing partners. They were waiting for me in the conference room.
That's
Robert? Charles? Walter?
That everyone in this room is your friend.
I must apologize again for the Highline mishap yesterday. The damage was done.
This time? What about next time?
What's come over you lately, Andy? I don't know. I'm kind of...
Really? Who thinks that?
I-
Am I being fired?
Let me put it this way, Andy. When your prospects are limited.
Respect. This This is preposterous. It doesn't make any sense.
Andy, you nearly blew the entire case, for Christ's sakes. That alone is inexcusable.
For concealing your illness. This thing I just cannot get through my big head.
Point. From the day they hired me, to the day I was fired, I served.
So, in spite of your brilliance, they'd make you look incompetent, thus the mysterious law. I don't buy it, counselor.
The case. You don't want it for personal reasons.
Mr. Beckett. It's a bitch, you know.
Have a nice day, Mr.
What the hell? What's wrong with them? No, right away, Iris. Right away, Iris.
The HIV virus can...
Yeah, but isn't it true that they're finding out all kinds of new things about this disease every... Made a mistake. Yeah, you can't carry it on your shirt or your clothes or... Do that.
Joe. Little Joe.
I've known you. I don't need an AIDS test, but thanks anyway. Listen, just send a bill to my office.
You have a problem with gay. Karen Berman, my Aunt Teresa, cousin Tom.
Is gay? That beautiful, sensuous, voluptuous woman?
All right, well, hey, I admit it, okay? I'm prejudiced. I don't like homosexuals. Hey.
You know, I don't want to be in the bed with anybody who's... Besides, I think you have to be a man to understand how... There you go, baby. Stay away from your Aunt Teresa, too. You hear me?
Joe.
Hey, I'm being totally honest with you, okay?
Oh, yeah, you are.
All right. And to touch me, I don't want them to even breathe on me. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
You're right. There is a section on HIV related.
Excuse me, do you know where I can find the State versus Murdoch case?
Wouldn't you be more comfortable in a research?
Counselor.
Who'd you get?
What?
Did you... Oh, yeah, she's wonderful. Great. Named her after my sister.
Look, one of the partners noticed a lesion on my forehead.
How do you go from a lawyer spotting a lesion?
That's a good point. The partner who spotted the lesion, Walter Kenton, went off for a better part of 2-3 years. She says it was common knowledge around the office.
So you got a relevant precedent?
Mm-hmm.
The Federal Vocational Rehabilitation Act of 1920. Although the ruling did not address the specific issue of
limitations it imposes, but because the prejudice surrounding AIDS, the actual physical one.
This is the essence of discrimination. Formulating opinions about... Dr. J, how are you? I love you, man. You're the best. You're the best. If you ever. You got it.
What? Does he frequent those pathetic bars on Chestnut Street? Right. Along.
First thing in the morning.
Wait a minute, Bob.
Look.
What is it? Into our men's room. He brought aid. We gave him Highline. Did Andrew Beckett say I might not? Andrew Beckett proposes to haul me into court. Ritual establishment. My God.
A jury might decide that he has a case.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Shit, did you, Bob? You're right here in the hometown of Lower Marion, Pennsylvania.
Oh, boy.
Today is the 40th wedding anniversary. It can be some pretty mean streets. Don't let appearances fool you. Here's the front door. Now, I want to chill, everybody. See you, Louie.
Mommy's pregnant!
He's now trying to get the snowblower fixed.
No, it's once it's a great job. I got to say hello to the Bonnie sisters. Good, everybody.
And do you want me to take her?
This is really your call. All right. Thank you, brother.
To be honest, I'm worried about Mommy and Daddy. No.
Andy, the way that you've handled this whole thing, that anyone could say that would make us feel anything.
Back the bus. Get in there and you fight for your rights.
Of the jury. Forget every confession. You're going to be presented simple fact and theirs. It is up to you. Point number one, Andrew Beckett made the understandable be personal. Ladies and gentlemen, the illness I'm referring to is AIDS. Point number four, what most of us would like to do with AIDS, which is just get it, and everybody who has it may seem reasonable to you. It does to me. After all, in human terms, the fact of the matter is, when they fired it.
Fact. Competent. Good. Too often. He claims he's the victim. To great lengths to conceal his disease from his employers. The partners at Wyant Wheeler did not know that Andrew Beckett is dying. Andrew Beckett is angry. And in his anger, his rage. Thank you.
That's correct.
Were you pleased with his work?
We were.
Mr. Laird, when I approached in that deposition, you said that you were impressed.
I found the work to be merely satisfactory.
That are below. Baked Alaska, that might be considered a delight. 5 months ago, this witness characterized Andrew Beckett as caviar.
He hasn't changed his mind.
Oh. Andrew Beckett win your lawsuit for you.
Hell no.
Standing here in Philadelphia, his document saying anything about all straight men are created equal, I believe it.
Action is discriminatory. They can no longer do business with the city.
Thank you, Mayor.
I'm on the prowl.
Do you remember? I'm Columbus. You're the first mate.
Hey, knock it off. That's
So, years ago at the same time as Walter Kenton?
That's correct. Partners.
How did Walter Kenton treat you after you told him you had it?
As in, oh God, here comes that woman with AIDS. Through a transfusion. I lost a lot of blood giving birth to my second child.
So,
I guess. Consider myself any different from anyone else with this disease.
at this time, Your Honor.
Mason.
About his appearance, Miss Burton, that made you suspect.
Felt something was wrong, and I can't believe that they're trying to pretend.
Against that Wyant Wheeler?
Had a problem with my earrings.
Really?
Apparently, I wore something a little less garish, a little smaller, and more American.
Weren't you recently promoted?
Yes, I'm in charge. Well, I don't know if I'd go so far as to call it unfettered.
I don't articulate, qualified, African
I can't explain it.
understandings that have been blown completely out of proportion. Certain I'll take that note under consideration.
How's the trial going? Excuse me? It's a great case. I saw you on television. I'm lost. I just wanted to tell you, this case, it's tremendous.
You graduate. You give me a call, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take it. No, I can't. My wife is...
Joe, relax.
No, what do you mean relax? You know how to kick your faggoty bullshit that makes people hate you, little faggot.
I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. Mr. Beckett was screaming. He called Mr. Wheeler, and all of a sudden, Jamie comes in with the place where paperwork is sent when cases are closed. And Mr. Beckett just kept saying...
No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Miller.
May I?
Certainly.
Thank you.
You okay?
Yeah.
Any a good boss?
Yes. How would I know? I just worked for him.
Perhaps you should return to counsel's table.
Yes. Miss O'Hara, the quality of Andrew's work prior to this missing file episode. If you wanted to make a lawyer look incompetent, would this be a good way of going about it?
Why would Mr. Wheeler and the others behave so outrageously? Because they found out no one sandbagged them.
Did you have something to do with this?
Absolutely not.
Are you a homosexual? Booty snatcher, rump roaster, are you gay?
Orientation has nothing to do with this case.
Please. Kindly share with me exactly what's going on inside you.
Everybody in this, who does what to whom and how they do it. Wondering about it. Trust me, I know. AIDS is not just about AIDS, is it? So let's talk about what this and how that climate of hatred and fear translated.
Please have a seat, Mr. Miller. There's race, creed, color.
We don't live in this courtroom, no, do we?
No.
How many weeks at a time would you be out to sea without stopping at?
Not when I was in the Navy.
Hundreds of hard-working, robust young men in the prime of their lives.
Going on? Like what? What?
Like,
You haven't ruled on my objection, Your Honor.
Go on, Mr. Miller.
Made everyone sick. It was destroying our morale. After 10 of us had used it.
Oh, you taught him a lesson, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Is that correct?
She didn't try to conceal it.
So you are aware of the difference between Miss Benedict after you found out she had AIDS? She says, and I quote, that you...
Passion for people like Melissa who contracted this terrible disease.
You have to flush it out again. Nurse Ratchet. Look, there's so much stuff that I need to...
We're not escaping this treatment.
It's my arm.
Close the logbook.
You just...
The least you can...
You are worried. But I tell you what I'm going to do. No. No, 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 no. I've got a better idea.
Hi. Lisa, Andrew, this is Lisa, Dell, Lisa.
I'll take care of Joe, Maria. Thanks very much.
I'm a lawsuit. You get it? I'm a lawsuit.
so we got to get to this Q&A sometime tonight.
Hi, Joe Miller. Do I know you?
Make him the cutest boy that I've ever seen. I'm so alone, and bring us our dreams. And it's all so excited, could be so excited. Is a blessing, can go wrong.
Okay, we don't have nothing here. Whatever. Thank you. And a cup. Thank you.
Congratulations, counselor.
What do you call it, alternate lifestyles? As a kid, you're kids, and that all they want to do is to get into your pants.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
Very welcome. All right, let's go over this testimony. We got a big day. Circumstances in which you joined the firm Wyatt, Wheeler, Hellman, Telton, and Brown. Andrew, that is not the answer to the question. But yes, I don't know. I pray that my baby is healthy. I pray that, number one, can you describe the circumstances in which you joined the firm? Yes, I've considered that. I know a good probate.
Thank you.
I am not that familiar with opera.
Sandria Chenier, this is Madalena. And her mother died. Do you hear the heartache in her voice? Now, in come the strings, and that'll change again. Listen. I bring sorrow to those who love me. I am oblivion. Heavens to the earth, and nates of the earth.
I told her that, you know. Andrew, can you describe the...
Aggressively recruited me. They were the most, particularly Charles.
What impressed you about it?
Dick knowledge of the law, a razor-sharp litigator. Illuminate the most complex of legal concepts to a bits of tennis, but doesn't sweat.
So in the years you worked at Wyatt Wheeler,
You're supposed to have a personal life, really. Anyway, I did plan three years ago. Somebody started
ESP at the same time.
I don't know, Roger. What do you call it? Fake an orgasm.
He throws a quart of hot yogurt on your back.
that I never told him I was gay. I mean, excellent lawyer.
What makes you what do you love about the law, Andrew?
Is that every now and again, not often done, really.
Thank you, Andrew.
An adventurous spirit. Is that correct?
Something like
Manage the immune system and speed up your illness.
stress could have on the immune system.
Have you ever
I've been to that theater.
gay pornographic movies?
Let's see where this is going.
Some men.
Have you ever had sex with him? When? Approximately
84, 85.
sexual activity?
I'd heard of it. They didn't know how you could get it. No, I could use some water.
While you were employed at Wyatt Wheeler, you did everything you could to make sure no one knew
I
that
never lied about it.
and forced to conceal one's sexuality. Not so much so that the art of concealment. Were you living with Miguel Alvarez, Hunter in the Point Theater?
Yes.
You didn't answer my question. You could have infected Mr. Alvarez. You've testified that the lesions on your face were visible to the people that you made aware of the lesions, that they leapt to the conclusion that you had AIDS, and they
To accuse my former colleagues of such
have any lesions on your face at this time? Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes, you may.
Remembering 3 feet away, answering truthfully.
Well, at the time I was fired, man. Before. No, I can't really see.
I think this would be a good time to break for the day. We can reconvene in the morning. And you go on for 5 minutes.
3 minutes. Do you have any lead?
Yes. On my torso.
An accurate idea of what we're talking about.
Objection, Your Honor, it would unfair.
Talk it outside because it would unfairly influence the jury. Come on, we're talking about AIDS.
God, what a nightmare. Yes, boy.
Lesions on your chest in this mirror.
Yes.
That Andrew Beckett was suffering from AIDS at the time of his death because he had AIDS.
No, I did not fire.
Why you promoted Andrew Beckett through your
If you're the owner, tremendously promising as a young attorney, fresh out of pen, here,
Why did you give
Andy, nurturing him, lavishing all, come deliver. But ultimately, we could know.
Objection.
You are my hero. Andrew is right. You are the greatest.
How dare you?
Witness will kindly answer.
And when you realized Andrew Beckett, your golden boy, your future, all the hugs and the handshakes, the intimate moments in the sauna, what does it say about me?
Objection, Your Honor.
I tap dance around me all you wish with your innuendos and lying us what he thought we needed to know about who he really was.
Explains to me like I'm a 6-year-old, Mr. Wheeler, because I just don't get it.
Who? Pretty valuable rules in there.
And you.
Call an ambulance, please. Right away. Yes.
Joe.
Ambulance, please.
He's not working. He's not working.
Andrew's appearance over the course of the year leading up to his termination. But generally, they were for the worse.
Mr. Seidman.
I suspected Andy had AIDS.
Positions with Mr. Wheeler or any of the other managing partners.
To anyone.
Not even ended. I didn't even live.
No more questions, Mr. Lee.
That's all, Your Honor.
The most important lawsuit that they ever had for one of the most important clients. See if he would rise to the occasion. Okay, so you're going to put in that plan. Some rookie who can't cut the grade, my most experienced, my top gun, the very best I got. Like I'm a 6-year-old.
Turn number 6, number 9.
I agree.
Turn number 10.
Have you awarded any damages?
Yes, Your Honor, we have. We award $100,000. And for punitive damages.
You may record the verdict. Everyone remains. This trial is now concluded.
Started in the morning. Well, that's that.
Congratulations, Mr. Miller.
Thanks a lot.
I'll see you at the hospital.
Okay.
Oh, Miss Miller, how are you doing?
Expect it to be remotely like it was before this crisis. Next door to the right, the CMV has ravaged his...
So we take this.
Congratulations.
Hey, way to go. Man.
Hey, Joe. We are so grateful.
What do you call 1,000 lawyers? Chain together at the bottom. I thank you.
Sounds good. I better go. Later.
Just want to get him home.
We're at the bottom of the ocean.
A good dinner?
My sweet boy.
Let me help you.
Hello? Joe, it's Miguel.
Arthur Golden's best-selling novel about a young girl in 1920s Japan. From Sky Movies straight to your PC. Just visit sky.com/.
Natural Trendsetter Salon and My Royal Coils Healthy Hair Care Products presents the Culture Freedom Festival, Saturday, December 4th, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Little Haiti Cultural Center, 212 Northeast 59th Terrace in Miami. The Coily Evolution movement has been on the rise for 24 years and counting, setting trends naturally from South Florida to the globe. We're excited to bring the community another amazing presentation of the best natural hair, art, fashion, beauty, food, vendors, music, and family fun. This year, we outside. It's a block party, y'all. This outdoor block party event includes interactive activations to upgrade your social media, live entertainment, DJ, hair demos, fashion shows, food trucks, and swag bags. Come and shop till you drop at our vendor holiday pop-up shop experience. Saturday, December 4th, Little Haiti Cultural Center in Miami. Tickets $15 in advance, $20 at the door. Kids 12 years and under free. Get tickets now.
Sellers, buyers, homeowners, everyone. The Barrett Group is here to get you the home you need. Selling a home or property? The Barrett Group can be reached at 954-306-8607 to find out how much your home is worth. Buyers, interest rates are at an all-time low. The Barrett Group, 954-306-8607, located at 4977 North State Road 7, Tamarack, Florida. The Barrett Group, South Florida's real estate providers. Thanks, Barrett Group, for your kind sponsorship of this radio station.
Hi everyone, listening to the sound of my voice. This is Nigel, aka BMG. On behalf of myself, my family, and the Flex family, I want to wish everyone a happy, healthy, and a safe holiday season. And remember, FlexFM.online is the place to be. Happy holiday, everyone.
And the Galleon Foundation presents the Caribbean Food and Rum Festival. Come and enjoy a wide variety of rums, food, and lots of fun with live performances from Third World, Barrington Levy, Allison Hines, Patrice Robert, Peter Ram, Julian Believe, and many more. Now on Sunday, December the 12th at Arts Park, downtown Hollywood. Tickets available at CaribbeanVillage.net. Must adhere to all COVID-19 protocols to enter venue.
Beckett doesn't want to go to court. He's looking for a quick, tasty settlement. A jury might decide that he has a case. Wait a minute. He was fired has AIDS? You didn't know he was sick, did you, Bob?
Holy shit, did you, Bob?
No, not really.
Okay, everybody, this is the house that I grew up in.
Bonito.
Right here, the hometown of Lower Marion, Pennsylvania. Oh, wait, here. Here's roof. There, my handprints from when I was a cute little boy. Today is the 40th wedding anniversary of my mom and dad, the Beckett's. Isn't that something?
Tough life around this poverty so many years, huh?
Well, now, those can be some pretty mean streets. Don't let appearances fool you. Here's the front door. Now, I once slammed this finger in the front door, and I broke it. Hey! Hey! There's my sister Jill, everybody! Say hello, Lefty.
Mommy's pregnant again.
What?
Yes.
Are you really? Hi, Megan. Where's Dad?
He's down trying to get the snowblower fixed.
No, once in 7 years, Dad buys a new snowblower.
Oh, honey, how are you?
Oh, Mom, today's a good day. Megan, keep that up. You're doing a great job. I gotta say hello to the Ronnie sisters. Hello, hello, honey. How are you? How are you? Hey, hey. There's going to be things said at the trial that are going to be hard for you to hear about me and my personal life, and there's going to be She's fine.
I think it's great that you're asking, Andy, but this is really your call.
All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Hey, you're my kid brother. That's all that matters, okay?
To be honest, I'm worried about Mommy and Daddy. No. They've been through so much already, and it's possible that there are going to be some very tough times ahead.
Andy, the way that you've handled this whole thing, you and Miguel with so much courage, I don't believe there's anything that anyone could say that would make us feel anything but incredibly proud of you.
Well, I didn't raise my kids to sit in the back of the bus. You get in there and you fight for your rights, okay?
Gee, I love you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, forget everything you've seen on television and in the movies. There's not going to be any last-minute surprise witnesses. Nobody's going to break down on the stand with a tearful confession. You're going to be presented simple fact. Andrew Beckett was fired. You'll hear two explanations for why he was fired. Ours and theirs. It is up to you to sift through layer upon layer of truth until you determine for yourselves which version sounds the most true. There's certain points that I must prove to you. Point number one, Andrew Beckett is a brilliant lawyer, great lawyer. Point number two, Andrew Beckett, afflicted with a debilitating disease, made the understandable, the personal, the legal choice to keep the fact of his illness to himself. Point number three, his employers discovered his illness. And ladies and gentlemen, the illness I'm referring to is AIDS. Point number four, they panicked. And in their panic, they did what most of us would like to do with AIDS, which is just get it and everybody who has it as far away from the rest of us as possible. Now, the behavior of Andrew Beckett's employers may seem reasonable to you. It does to me. After all, AIDS is a deadly, incurable disease. But no matter how you come to judge Charles Wheeler and his partners in ethical, moral, and in human terms, the fact of the matter is, when they fired Andrew Beckett because he had AIDS, they broke the law.
Fact. Andrew Beckett's performance on the job varied from competent, good, to oftentimes mediocre, to sometimes flagrantly incompetent. Fact. He claims he's the victim of lies and deceit. Fact. It was Andrew Beckett who lied, going to great lengths to conceal his disease from his employers. Fact. He was successful in his duplicity. The partners at Wyant-Wheeler did not know that Andrew Beckett had AIDS when they fired him. Fact. Andrew Beckett is dying. Fact. Andrew Beckett is angry because his lifestyle, his reckless behavior has cut short his life. And in his anger, his rage, he is lashing out. And he wants someone to pay. Thank you.
Andrew Beckett represented your company in a lawsuit in 1990, is that correct?
That's correct.
Were you pleased with his work?
We were satisfied with the outcome of the litigation.
Satisfied. Mr. Laird, when I approached you about being a witness at this trial, you gave sworn testimony in a deposition. Is that correct?
That's correct.
In that deposition, you said that you were impressed and delighted with the quality of Andrew Beckett's work. Do you recall saying that?
In all honesty, I was delighted with certain aspects of Andy's efforts. But in general, I found the work to be merely satisfactory.
Uh-huh. Do you agree that a bologna sandwich is a satisfactory meal, whereas caviar and champagne, roast duck, and baked Alaska, that might be considered a delightful meal?
We object. These gastronomical comments are irrelevant to these proceedings, Your Honor.
No, they are not irrelevant. Your Honor, 5 months ago, this witness characterized Andrew Beckett as caviar. Now he's calling him a bologna sandwich. I think that the jury is entitled to know what powerful force has caused him to change his mind.
He hasn't changed his mind. He's amplified his answer. Objection sustained.
All right, Mr. Laird, explain this to me like I'm a 4-year-old, okay? Did Andrew Beckett win your lawsuit for you?
Yes, we won.
Oh, congratulations. That must have been a very satisfactory experience. Hell no. Standing here in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, the birthplace of freedom, where the founding fathers authored the Declaration of Independence, and I don't recall that glorious document saying anything about all straight men are created equal. I believe it says all men are created equal, Angela.
You goddamn freaks.
Someone being fired, a law firm or a business, if we found that their action was discriminatory, they could no longer do business with the city.
Thank you, Mayor.
Joe, listen, you're not getting a little light in the sneakers, are you, pal?
Foco. I'm changing. I'm on the prowl. And I'm looking for a hunk, not just any hunk. I mean a man, a real man like you. Come on, you can tell everybody about it. You know what we do. You want to play sailor? Do you remember? I'm Columbus. You're the first mate.
Hey, knock it off. That's not funny.
Let me tell you something. These people make me sick, Foco. But a law's been broken. You remember the law, don't you?
At least we agree on one thing, Joe.
What's that, Joe?
Tutti Fruttis make me sick, too.
Miss Benedict, is it true that you worked for Walsh, Homer, and Brom 3 years ago at the same time as Walter Kenton?
That's correct.
And at that time, did Walter Kenton know the KS lesions on your face and arms were caused by AIDS?
Definitely. I told all the partners.
And how did Walter Kenton treat you after you told him you had AIDS?
Every time he'd come in contact with me, he'd get this look on his face. I referred to it as the "oh God" expression, as in, "oh God, here comes that woman with AIDS."
Thank you, Miss Benedict. No more questions, Your Honor.
Ms. Benedict, how did you contract the AIDS virus?
Through a transfusion. I lost a lot of blood giving birth to my second child.
So in other words, in your case, there was no behavior on your part which caused you to be infected with the virus. It was something that you were unable to avoid, isn't that correct?
I guess.
Thank you.
But I don't consider myself any different from anyone else with this disease. I'm not guilty. I'm not innocent. I'm just trying to survive.
Thank you, Miss Benedict. No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
You may step down, Mrs. Benedict.
Beyond noticing the marks on his face, were there other things about his appearance, Miss Burton, that made you suspect that Andrew had AIDS?
Well, he was getting thinner, and he seemed very tired sometimes. But he was working so hard. Still, I felt something was wrong, and I can't believe that they're trying to pretend that they didn't notice anything.
Objection.
Just answer the question, please.
Have you ever felt discriminated against at Wyatt Wheeler?
Well, yes.
In what way?
Well, Mr. Wheeler's secretary, Lydia, said that Mr. Wheeler had a problem with my earrings.
Really?
Apparently, Mr. Wheeler felt that they were too ethnic, is the word she used, and she told me that he said that he would like it if I wore something a little less garish, a little smaller, and more American.
What'd you say?
I said my earrings are American. They're African American.
Let's have order, please.
Thank you. No more questions.
Ms. Burton, weren't you recently promoted?
Yes, I'm in charge of the paralegal department.
Congratulations on your unfettered ascendancy at Wyatt Wheeler.
Well, I don't know if I'd go so far as to call it unfettered.
I don't understand. How do you explain the promotion of an obviously intelligent,
articulate, qualified African-American woman in a firm which practices discrimination as wantonly and consistently as you and Mr. Beckett claim?
I can't explain it.
Could it be that these instances of discrimination are in fact misunderstandings that have been blown completely out of proportion?
I think counsel tends to oversimplify the issue somewhat.
Well, thank you, Miss Burton. I'll take that note under consideration.
How's the trial going? Excuse me? It's a great case. I saw you on television. I'm a law student at Penn. Oh, how you doing? I'm all right. How are you? All right. Saw me on TV. Yeah. It's a good school, Penn. Good school. What year you? Second. Good. Listen, I just wanted to tell you, this case, it's tremendously important. And I just wanted to let you know, I think you're doing a fantastic job. Okay. Thank you. All right.
You graduate. You give me a call, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much. Listen, Joe.
Yeah.
Would you like to have a drink with me? I just finished a game and I could use a beer, you know?
No, I can't. My wife is...
I don't pick up people in drugstores every day.
You think I'm gay?
Aren't you?
What's the matter with you? Do I look gay to you?
Do I look gay to you? Joe, relax.
No, what do you mean relax? You know how to kick your faggoty little ass.
Take it as a compliment, jeez.
You know, that's exactly the kind of bullshit that makes people hate you a little. Faggot.
You want to try and kick my ass, Joe? Asshole.
No, you're the asshole, buddy.
Please continue, Ms. O'Hara.
We were going crazy looking for this complaint. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. Mr. Beckett was screaming at everybody, and he looked so freaky. And Mr. Kendon kept saying, "You lost the Highline complaint," and he called Mr. Wheeler, and all of a sudden Jamie comes in with the complaint in his hand. He says, "It was in Central Files, Andy."
Central Files?
Yes, Central Files is a place where paperwork is sent when cases are closed. Well, Jamie ran over the court just in time, and everybody just stood there completely wasted. And Mr. Beckett just kept saying, "I'm sorry. Sorry, I don't understand this."
Thank you, Ms. O'Hara. No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Miller.
May I?
Certainly.
Thank you.
You okay?
Yes.
Want a glass of water or something? Was Andy a good boss?
Yes. He's very sweet.
How would you characterize his work as an attorney?
How would I know? I just worked for him.
Excuse me, Your Honor. But is this for the record?
Mr. Miller, perhaps you should return to counsel's table.
Yes, sir. Miss O'Hara,
Yes.
were you aware at any time of any problems that the senior partners had with the quality of Andrew's work prior to this missing file episode?
No, I wasn't.
Thank you. No more questions, Your Honor. Is Andrew Beckett the kind of lawyer who misplaces crucial documents?
Not to my knowledge. No.
Mr. Collins, if you wanted to make a lawyer look incompetent, would this be a good way of going about it? Hiding an important document, maybe for a few hours, and then making it look like the responsible lawyer misplaced it?
Why would Mr. Wheeler and the others behave so outrageously? Because they found out Andy was sick?
Perhaps.
We have lawyers who've had heart attacks, ulcers, prostate cancer, leukemia. No one sandbagged them.
Did you have something to do with this file being lost accidentally on purpose?
Objection.
I'll rephrase. Did you have anything to do with this file being misplaced?
Absolutely not.
Are you a homosexual?
What?
Are you a homosexual? Answer the question. Are you a homo? Are you a faggot? You know, a punk, queen, pillow biter, fairy, booty snatcher, rump roaster? Are you gay?
Objection!
Order!
Where did this come from? Suddenly counsel's attacking his own witness? Mr. Collins' sexual orientation has nothing to do with this case.
Please have a seat, Miss Kinneed. Would you approach the bench, Mr. Miller? Could you kindly share with me exactly what's going on inside your head, because at this moment I don't have a clue.
Your Honor, everybody in this courtroom is thinking about sexual orientation, sexual preference, whatever you want to call it. Who does what to whom and how they do it. I mean, they're looking at Andrew Beckett. They're thinking about it. They're looking at Mr. Wheeler, Miss Coneen, even you, Your Honor. They're wondering about it. Trust me, I know that they are looking at me and thinking about it. So let's just get it out in the open. Let's get it out of the closet. Because this case is not just about AIDS, is it? So let's talk about what this case is really all about. The general public's hatred, our loathing, our fear of homosexuals. And how that climate of hatred and fear translated into the firing of this particular homosexual. My client, Andrew Beckett.
Please have a seat, Mr. Miller.
Very good.
In this courtroom, Mr. Miller, justice is blind to matters of race, creed, color, religion, and sexual orientation.
With all due respect, Your Honor, we don't live in this courtroom, though, do we?
No, we don't. However, as regards this witness, I'm going to sustain the defense's objection.
How many weeks at a time would you be out to sea without stopping at port?
Anywhere from 2 weeks to several months.
Any women on board?
Not when I was in the Navy.
So, during these long voyages, months at a time, out to sea, no women in sight, hundreds of hard-working, robust young men in the prime of their lives, the peak of their natural appetites and desires, their God-given hormonal instincts. Anything going on?
Going on? Like what? What?
Like two sailors down below making flippy-flop?
Objection.
Miller?
We had one guy like that.
You haven't ruled on my objection, Your Honor.
Go on, Mr. Miller.
You had one guy like that? You mean a homosexual?
He strutted around quarters naked, trying to get everybody to notice him. Made everyone sick. It was destroying our morale. So we let him know this kind of behavior was not acceptable.
How'd you do that? You wrote him a letter?
We stuck his head in a latrine after 10 of us had used it.
Oh, you taught him a lesson, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Just like firing Andrew Beckett taught him a lesson.
Objection.
I withdraw. You were aware when you worked with Melissa Benedict that she had AIDS, is that correct?
She didn't try to conceal it.
So you are aware of the difference between a bruise and a lesion, is that correct?
Beckett told me he had been hit by a racquetball, and I believed him.
Didn't you try to avoid contact with Miss Benedict after you found out she had AIDS? She says, and I quote, that you were repulsed by her. You avoided her, is that correct?
I felt, and I still feel nothing but the deepest sympathy and compassion for people like Melissa, who contracted this terrible disease through no fault of their own.
Okay, don't move now. Okay. It's not going through.
We may have to flush it out again.
Oh. The vein's closed. We forgot to call about
Nurse Ratchet.
Wait a minute. Yeah, tell her to come over.
Look, there's so much stuff that I need to get done.
Can we just skip the treatment for tonight?
No, we're not skipping this treatment.
It's my arm, and it's my treatment, and I say skip it.
Well, you know something? That stuff is saving your life.
What's the matter with you tonight?
Close the logbook.
You just...
Eh? The least you can do is look at me and give me a little of your time, man. Got it?
You are worried. We don't have very much time left now, aren't you?
No. No.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start planning my memorial service. I'm going to start preparing for the inevitable. Maybe you should think about it. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I've got a better idea. Sushi comes out.
Hi, Andrew. Hi, Miguel.
Hey, hey! Oh, Joe Miller.
Hey, Maria. Lisa.
Come here. You Lisa?
Andrew, this is
Nice
Lisa.
to meet
Miguel,
you.
Lisa.
You look wonderful. Maria, Lisa. Joe, Miguel's
How are you,
sister.
Maria? My pleasure.
Okay. I'll take care of Joe, Maria.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
You're looking, alive tonight?
Oh, I had a blood transfusion, and I feel great.
So you like it? I'm a lawsuit. You get it? I'm a lawsuit.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. What are you drinking?
Wine is.
Can I have some of the red, please?
So we gotta get to this Q&A sometime tonight, you know?
Sure, yeah. Just one problem. I'm at a party right now. No, we'll get to it. Just later, that's all. Later.
Hi, Joe Miller. Do I know you? Mona Lisa.
Lawsuit.
Nice, have fun.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest boy that I've ever seen. Give him two lips like roses and clover. and tell me that my lonesome nights are over, Mr. Sandman. I'm so alone, don't have a boyfriend to call my own. Won't you please turn on your magic beam, Sandman, bring us our dreams. It is hard to imagine that nothing at all could be so exciting, could be so exciting, ooh, so much fun. Is a place where nothing, oh, nothing can go wrong. Oh, heaven is a place where nothing, oh, nothing can go
Ah, thank you.
Sure. Congratulations, counselor.
Congratulations.
You survived what I assumed to be your first gay party intact.
Let me tell you something, Andrew. When you're brought up the way I am, the way most people are in this country, there's not a whole lot of discussion about homosexuality or, what do you call it, alternate lifestyles. As a kid, you're taught that queers are funny, queers are weird, queers dress up like their mother, that they're afraid to fight, that they're a danger to little kids, and that all they want to do is to get into your pants. And that pretty much sums up the general thinking out there if you want to know the truth about it.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
You're very welcome. All right, let's go over this testimony. We got a big day on Monday. Okay. First, I'll ask you, can you describe the circumstances in which you joined the firm Wyatt, Wheeler, Hellerman, Teller, and Brown?
Miller, do you ever pray?
Andrew, that is not the answer to the question. But yes, I pray.
What do you pray for?
What do you mean by pray? I pray that, I don't know. I pray that my baby is healthy. I pray that my wife made it through the delivery. I pray that the Phillies win the pennant. Now, can we go through these questions? Number one, can you describe the circumstances in which you joined the firm Wyatt, Wheeler, Hellerman, Tetlow, and Brown? Can you do that for me?
There's a possibility I won't be around to see the end of this trial.
Yes, I've considered that.
I've made some provisions in my will for some charities. Miguel will need a lawyer. I know it's not your area.
I know a good probate lawyer.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, can you describe the circumstances in which you joined the firm Wyatt, Wheeler, Hellerman, Tetlow, and Brown?
Do you mind this music? Do you like opera?
I am not that familiar with opera, Andrew. Oh, this is my favorite aria. It's Maria Callas. It's Andrea Chenier. Umberto Giordano. This is Maddalena. She's saying how during the French Revolution, a mob set fire to her house. And her mother died, saving her. She's, look, the place that cradled me is burning. Heartache in her voice. Can you feel it, Joe? Now, in come the strings, and it changes everything. Like the music, it fills with a hope. Change again, listen. Listen. I bring sorrow to those who love me. Oh, that single cello. During this sorrow that love came to me. A voice filled with heart. It said, live still. I am life. Heaven is in your eyes. Around you is the blood and the mud. I am divine. I am oblivion. I am the God that comes down from the heavens to the earth and makes of the earth a heaven.
I'd better get out of here. Lisa's, I told her that, you know.
I'll look over the Q&A.
Oh, you're ready. You're ready.
Got it.
Place your left hand in the Bible. Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to help you God? I do. Please be seated.
Andrew, can you describe the circumstances in which you joined the firm Wyatt, Wheeler, Hellerman, Tetlow, and Brown?
Wyatt Wheeler aggressively recruited me. They were the most prestigious firm in Philadelphia, full of opportunity, and I was impressed with the partners.
Including Charles Wheeler?
Particularly Charles.
What impressed you about him?
He was the kind of lawyer I thought I wanted to be.
And what kind of lawyer is that?
Possessed of an encyclopedic knowledge of the law, a razor-sharp litigator, genuine leader, gifted at bringing out the very best in others, and an awesome ability to illuminate the most complex of legal concepts to a colleague, to a courtroom, to the man in the street. The kind of person who can play 3 sets of tennis, but doesn't sweat. Underneath an elegant surface, he has an adventurous spirit.
So in the years you worked at Wyatt Wheeler, you ever tell Charles Wheeler you were gay?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
You don't bring your personal life into a law firm. You're not supposed to have a personal life, really. Anyway, I did plan to tell Charles eventually, but then something happened at the racket club about three years ago. Somebody started telling some jokes.
What do you call a woman who has PMS and ESP at the same time?
I don't know, Roger. What do you call her?
A bitch who knows everything. Sounds like someone I know.
Hey, Walter, how does a faggot fake an orgasm? He throws a quart of hot yogurt on your back. That reminds me of the hairdresser.
How'd that make you feel?
Relieved. That I never told him I was gay. Very relieved.
All right. Are you a good lawyer, Andrew?
I'm an excellent lawyer.
What makes you an excellent lawyer?
I love the law. I know the law. I excel at practicing.
What do you love about the law, Andrew?
Many things. What I love the most about the law?
Yes.
Is that every now and again, not often, but occasionally, you get to be a part of justice being done. It really is quite a thrill when that happens.
Thank you, Andrew.
You said earlier you aspired to be the kind of person who had an adventurous spirit. Is that correct?
Something like that.
Do you take risks?
In my work, yes, calculated risks. You have to.
Did your doctor ever tell you to reduce stress, that long hours and stressful working conditions might damage the immune system and speed up your illness?
My doctor mentioned the impact AIDS, excuse me. My doctor mentioned the impact that stress could have on the immune system.
Have you ever been to the Stallion Showcase Cinema on 21st Street?
I've been to that. I've been to that theater 3 times in my life.
What kind of movies do they show there?
Gay movies.
Gay pornographic movies?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this line of questioning is vital to the issue of credibility.
Let's see where this is going. Continue, counselor.
Do men have sex with each other in that theater?
Some men.
Have you ever had sex with anyone in that theater?
I'm Robert. Andy. Yes. Once.
When? Approximately what year did that event take place?
I guess it was 1984, 85.
Were you aware in 1984-85 that there was a fatal disease out there called AIDS and that you could contract it through sexual activity?
I've heard of a thing, a gay plague, the gay cancer. We didn't know how you could get it, or that it killed you.
Do you need a break, Mr. Beckett?
No, I could use some water, though.
John, would you bring Mr. Beckett some water, please?
While you were employed at Wyatt Wheeler, you did everything you could to make sure no one knew that you were an active homosexual. Is that correct?
No. That's not correct. I never lied about it.
As a homosexual, one is often forced to conceal one's sexuality. Isn't that right?
In some circumstances, yes.
Isn't it true that you've spent your life pretending to be something you're not, so much so that the art of concealment and dishonesty has become
Your Honor,
second
I
nature?
object.
I'll withdraw it, Your Honor. Mr. Beckett, were you living with Miguel Alvarez in 1984 or 85 when you had your anonymous sexual encounter in the Boyne Theater?
Yes.
So you could have infected him, isn't that right?
Miguel has not been infected.
You didn't answer my question. You could have infected Mr. Alvarez at that time. Is that correct?
Yes.
You've testified that the lesions on your face were visible to the people that you worked with, correct?
That's right.
And it's your contention that when the partners were made aware of the lesions, that they leapt to the conclusion that you had AIDS and they fired you. Is that correct?
As painful as it is to accuse my former colleagues of such reprehensible behavior, it is the only conclusion I could come to.
Do you have any lesions on your face at this time?
One, here, all right, by my ear.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes, you may.
Remembering that you're under oath, answering truthfully, can you see the lesions on your face in this mirror from 3 feet away? Answering truthfully.
Well, at the time I was fired, I had 4 lesions, and they were much bigger.
Could you answer the question, please?
No, I can't really see.
No. No more questions, Your Honor.
I think this would be a good time to break for the day. We can reconvene in the morning.
Your Honor, may I have 5 minutes and redirect?
Mr. Beckett, can you go on for 5 minutes?
3 minutes.
Yes.
May I borrow your mirror, please? Andrew. Do you have any lesions on any part of your body at this time that resemble the lesions you had on your face at the time that you were fired?
Yes. On my torso.
Your torso. If it please the court, I would like to ask Andrew to remove his shirt so that, everyone here could get an accurate idea of what we're talking about.
Objection, Your Honor. It would unfairly influence the jury.
Your Honor, if Andrew was forced to use a wheelchair due to his illness, would the defense ask him to park it outside because it would unfairly influence the jury? Come on, we're talking about AIDS. We're talking about lesions. Let's see what we're talking about.
I'll allow it. Mr. Beckett, would you please remove your shirt?
My God, what a nightmare. Yes, Lord. Can you see the lesions on your chest in this mirror?
Yes.
Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please be seated.
Mr. Wheeler, were you aware that Andrew Beckett was suffering from AIDS at the time of his departure from Wyatt Wheeler?
No.
For absolute clarity, did you fire Andrew Beckett because he had AIDS?
No, I did not fire Andrew Beckett because he had AIDS.
Mr. Wheeler, can you explain in a way that leaves no doubt why you promoted Andrew Beckett through your firm? And then, most importantly, why you eventually asked him to leave?
If you're the owner of a Major League Ball club, you recruit the hot rookie. And Andy was tremendously promising as a young attorney, fresh out of pen, crackerjack. That's why we went after him, that's why we hired him, and that's why we stuck with him year after year.
Why did you give him opportunity after opportunity?
Well, when you groomed someone the way we groomed Andy, nurturing him, lavishing all kinds of special treatment on him, you made quite an investment. We were waiting for the promise to kick in and deliver. But ultimately, we could no longer ignore the gap between the reality and the promise.
Thank you, Mr. Wheeler. No more questions at this time, Your Honor.
Mr. Miller?
Objection. Your Honor, objection.
All right, Mr. Miller. That'll be sufficient.
Mr. Wheeler, you are magnificent. You are my hero. Andrew is right. You are the greatest. Are you gay?
Objection.
How dare you?
Witness will kindly answer.
No, I am not a homosexual.
Isn't it true that when you realized Andrew Beckett, your golden boy, your future senior partner, was gay and had AIDS, it drove a stake of fear right through your heterosexual heart? Remembering all the hugs and the handshakes, the intimate moments in the sauna, the friendly pats on the backside that you and Andrew exchanged like guys exchange sometime, it made you say, my God, what does this say about me?
Objection, Your Honor.
The witness will please respond to the question.
Mr. Miller, you may tap dance around me all you wish with your innuendos and locker room fantasies, but the truth still remains that your client worked when he wanted to work, telling us what he thought we needed to know about who he really was. Andy insisted on bending the rules, and his work suffered tremendously in the long run as a result of that.
Well, you explain this to me like I'm a 6-year-old, Mr. Wheeler, because I just don't get it. Who makes these rules that you're talking about, huh? You?
Read your Bible, Mr. Miller. Old and the New Testament. Pretty valuable rules in there.
Excuse me.
Andrew?
Excuse me. I can't see.
Wait, say somebody get a doctor.
Turn over now. Call an ambulance, please. Right away. Yes.
Joe.
Ambulance, please. Let him breathe. Let him breathe. Please make room for him, please.
Did you notice any changes whatsoever in Andrew's appearance over the course of the year leading up to his termination?
Yes, I did.
Were these changes for the better or for the worse?
Sometimes for the better, but generally they were for the worse.
Mr. Seidman, what did you think caused these changes in Andy's appearance?
I was afraid. I suspected Andy had AIDS.
Order. Order.
Thank you. Your witness.
Miss Goodine?
Mr. Seidman, did you share your suspicions with Mr. Wheeler or any of the other managing partners at any time before the decision to fire Andrew Beckett was made?
No, I didn't. I didn't mention it to anyone. Not even Andy. I didn't even give him a chance to talk about it. And I think I'm going to regret that for as long as I live.
No more questions, Miss Goodine?
That's all, Your Honor.
They are saying that he wasn't a good lawyer, that he was mediocre. And the fact that they gave him the most important lawsuit that they ever had for one of their most important clients, they say that that doesn't prove anything because that was just a test. What do they call it? A carrot?
What's that, Doc?
To see if he would rise to the occasion. Okay, so say I got to send a pilot into enemy territory and he's going to be flying a plane. It costs $350 million. Who am
Natural Trendsetter Salon and My Royal Coils Healthy Hair Care Products presents the Quilter Freedom Festival, Saturday, December 4th, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Little Haiti Cultural Center, 212 Northeast 59th Terrace in Miami. The coily evolution movement has been on the rise for 24 years and counting, setting trends naturally